Hi, Brian McAvoy here with Inside Out Trading, and today we're going to talk about something that really is absolutely crucial if you're serious about making consistent profits with your trading. And you've heard me talk about this before, but here, this is a little bit of a different context about it. I mean, you've heard me talk about how you really need to focus on consistency first, because if you have a consistent process with your trading, that's fairly easy to adjust, to improve profitability. But if you're all over the place with your trading, you don't have that consistency. It's really hard to fix that, and it's going to be rough with your trading. Now, as far as the other reason that you want to focus on consistency first, really, and you need to focus on it and maintain an awareness of it, is if you think about it, in today's world, it is so noisy. And there's just so much coming at you every day. The noise, you got social media, you got the news, you got, your job, family, trading, what's going on in the markets, there's all this kind of stuff. There's just tons of input coming at you and coming at your brain every day that really, if you think about it, it's almost like your environment, all this noise is trying to constantly trigger you into, running your brain over here. It's trying to get your attention for this. It's trying to get your attention for that. And think about this. And so you have all this stuff that's constantly trying to send you in different directions mentally. And so you have to consciously focus on consistency for the sake of consistency. But it's almost like, and in the book Triggers, which is an excellent book, by the way, I highly recommend it. The author talks about how your environment, you almost have to treat your environment as though it's hostile toward you, because for this reason, because there's so many people, there's so many organizations, there's so many businesses, there's so much in your environment that really, if it's not intentionally trying to trigger you, it is almost by default. And so all these triggers, all these things that are going to trigger thoughts and trains of thought and behaviors and actions, because especially marketers and social media, when you see ads and just a lot of the stuff that's out there anyway, it's specifically designed to trigger some sort of a response in you, some sort of an emotion, some sort of something, a reaction, and have some effect on you. And so you really almost need to view your environment as though it's hostile toward you, because the thing is, all this triggering that goes on, especially if you let it continue over time, this is where inconsistency really gets its start and can get out of hand. So, it's like super important that you guard against it, and you want to make sure that your environment is very clean. You want to have noise down to a minimum. Don't have CNBC playing in the background, or Squawk Box or any of this stuff. Don't do that to yourself. There's already enough noise coming at you. Don't seek it out. Focus on your trading. Focus on consistency. And if you think about it from a performance perspective, I mean, if you look at any performance sport, any performance activity, whether it's trading or it's sports, or delivering presentations, or really any other job where you're doing things over and over again, and you want to be performing at your best every time you do the critical thing that makes you money, or makes money for the business. You want to have that good, consistent performance. And so you really need to guard against anything that might introduce or reinforce inconsistency. And that's, so again, when you focus on consistency, no matter what what your activity is, again, if it's sports, like yesterday I was playing golf with my boys, and yeah, golf is a great analogy for trading, because it's a changing environment. It's always different. Every hole is different. The distance, the curves, the traps, all that kind of stuff. Every hole is different. Every stroke is different. With trading, the charts are different every day. I mean, do you see some things over and over again? Of course. On the course, do you see some things over and over again? Of course. But every time you're stepping up to hit the ball, it's a new situation from the last one. Every time you go into place a trade, it's a little bit different from the last one, maybe very different. And so what you need to bring to it, though, is you need to make sure that you are as consistent as possible in what you're doing. If you're introducing inconsistency, if you're a variable in the equation instead of a constant, it's going to affect the consistency of your profits and your ability to profit, and your bottom line, and your confidence, your faith in yourself, all that kind of stuff. So by focusing on consistency specifically, you give yourself a huge edge psychologically and in your results. So again, if you're focusing on consistency, you're developing consistency, you're staying aware of it, and it's a conscious thing that you do, It will serve you very well in your trading and in just about anything else. Again, any activity that you're pursuing where it's a repeated activity, even especially if it's in a dynamic environment, that's where you need to be bringing your own consistency to it. So that, yes, you're a constant in the equation, not a variable that's giving you inconsistent results. You need to be the constant so you get the more consistent results, the more predictable results, so you can have security and peace of mind. Anyway, I hope this has been helpful. If it has, subscribe to the channel. This is what this I publish weekly videos, and this is what it's usually about: is how to be a successful trader. Not chasing strategies. I rarely talk about specific strategies. It's about you, because if you think about it, you're the most important part of your trading. So anyway, my weekly videos, it's about you and how to be a successful trader. If you like this video, give me a click the thumbs up down below, give me a like. YouTube algorithm likes that when you do that. And also, if you have friends that trade, hey, share this with them. If it helps them, trade better, they'll like you even more. So if you would like some help with, the consistency with your trading, if your trading has not been going, as well as you would like, swing by insideouttrading.com. We've got resources there for you, some free resources. They'll help you, again, to become and be a successful trader. If you want to book a call with me, we can get on a Zoom call or a phone call, talk about your situation, see what's tripping you up, get you past it. So again, I hope this has been helpful. And if so, cool. We'll talk to you soon. Cheers.